So this is the 12 o'clock hour where I get to make up for time. This is why I've actually put it in here, because right about now, we're usually falling behind. And then we do a reset. So I leave an hour, but I almost never get to use that full hour because we're always a little behind. It's just the way things work, right? And look at all these beauties that I have here with me. Rosemary, come on camera if you can, if you're with us. Julia, who is so this is Authentic Leaders. This is about as authentic as we all get. So my leader is Julia. And in the next segment that we're going to be talking about, APL Go, I call it the APL Go hour. And Nikki is with me. So we are all involved with APL Go, and Julia is our head leader. Okay. I need to say this because the amount of work this woman does for us is insane. I can almost leave her a message almost any time of day, and she will get back to me if she's not already in some other meeting, which she is all day long, because that's what she does. She gets back to me even when she can't talk. She still gets back to me. We were just texting 2 seconds before we went on. Absolutely amazing. You have to join this company if you're looking for a side hustle. And if you are not looking for a side hustle and you need a hustle because you have none, and this is going to be your main hustle, this is a good hustle. I mean, I don't want to talk about money, but I did really good last month and this month's not over yet. So, hey, and not to mention, we both, Julia and I, won a trip. She won a double one because she's 2 people above me, so she's awesome. So her and her husband we're all going to Dominican Republic, and Nikki is on my team, and so is Rosemary, and we're going to talk a little bit about, and actually Ellis is actually on my team as well, and we are going to talk a little bit about the product. You can listen in. Whoever wants to say any kind of testimonial, go right ahead. I just did want to mention this brand new product, Julia. Isn't this amazing? Okay, we just got this, like mine came last week. Last week is when I got my first one. This is what it looks like. I'm going to let Julia say more about it, but this is our stem cell regeneration and telomere extender product. If you all don't know what stem cells are, you should probably look it up, because that's all the talk of everywhere. Telomeres are the little endings at the end of your nerves. They're kind of, if you look at shoelaces, the little plastic things at the edge, that's kind of sort of. Obviously, telomeres are more fun. I have 2 parents that both ended up having dementia. I insist and forbid myself not to have it. I forbid myself to have it, I guess. Sorry, I think is what I meant. So I am in full bloom using this on a regular basis. And what an easy way to take it. Look, it's a candy. It's a candy. It's not a needle. It's not a surgery. It's a candy. And it's less than $100, even in Canada. It's less than $100. If you get one of these, it will amplify it. It'll 10x it. It'll 10x it. I'm going to have to use Grant Cardone's 10x. Sorry. It will 10x it. It might even 100x it. So I'm going to stop talking for a moment, which again, rare. I'm going to let Julia speak for a bit. Thank you so much, Julia. Julia, in her crazy busy schedule, has given us the honor of joining.
I love it. Rosemary, Marianne, I was looking at Rosemary talking to Marianne. Sorry, girls. I have to say, and Nikki, you look amazing, and Rosemary, you look amazing. I'm so glad to see you. And Marianne, that color on you is just giving. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. LS, I've heard your name so many times. I'm so glad to finally see you in person. And I came in kind of close to the end of your talk, and it was so powerful. I loved your quotes. I was really moved by them, and really, really enchanted by what you were talking about. I do want to talk a little bit about leadership if I can, but before I do that, I would like to share about LFT or Lifetime, our newest product, which is our 19th product. So I always referred to this product for the last 4 years as healthy DNA candy. I called it that. And then I had the incredible opportunity to go visit our factory in Europe, which was absolutely like being treated like a princess or a queen, royalty, completely beyond my scope of what I expected um, on any kind of trip. And I will never be able to genuinely call it candy again. Now I have to refer to this as nutraceutical lozenges because I saw how impactful and how specific our product is made. It is actually made in a pharmaceutical grade factory that was so spotless. I've never seen a facility of any kind this spotless. It was absolutely beautiful. I got to ask countless questions, especially about how we're able to put negative ions into our product, because our product actually is an ingestible negative ion product, which is very unusual because you can have a negative ion product that is external to you, this one you're taking in, and I didn't realize that they were actually balancing the frequencies to different botanicals, and they actually do that in an enclosed portion of the facility. It is so high tech. It was just not what I expected. I think in my 4 years here, I've done a disservice and I've almost minimized the impact of these products, even though I've always thought they were so incredible. I didn't take it as seriously as I did after the visit to our factory. And I urge you to talk to whoever you know here and take a look at some of the pictures that we took, take a talk with some of the people that were able to attend the actual event. It was just incredible. And I was able to speak to the man who runs the entire factory named George through translators, and it was just beyond what I expected. I don't know how else to describe it. First, I want to say that as far as LFT is concerned, we have in all of our products, this is something that is new information as well that I'm sharing today. All of our products on the back have the ingredients that are listed. And of course, we're using the DNA and the phytonutrients of these ingredients. We're not actually using the plant or the herb or the stem or the leaf or the whatever. We're actually using the DNA and phytonutrients, which is nanotechnology, super high tech. And there are products listed on the back, but every one of our products contains a proprietary blend of ingredients that are not listed. They're listed as a proprietary blend. So while I'm looking at this and seeing what ingredients are here, I know that there are also additional ones. And that is really something that impacted me greatly because my favorite product has always been Grow for immunity, mood. All right, let's just stop with immunity and mood because those are the two things I needed the most help with, but they made my hair grow and all things like that. But the flavor of that product is over the top for me. It's grape, and my mouth waters every time I talk about it. But this one is an ingredient that I'm allergic to. I'm highly allergic to mangoes, and that is the flavor of this product. And when I say highly allergic, I mean EpiPen. And I can have this product because it's the phytonutrients that's in the flavoring. That's it, even though it's the actual mango, it's the phytonutrients. So I love to share that. Telomeres are like if you think about the DNA strand, the ladder, it's where the ladder pieces come together, like Marianne was just explaining. And I do want to share a little bit about this product and what it does because it's so unique and different. It reverses aging. We call this an anti-aging product. We call this an energy product. Why do we age? Well, one of the reasons is because telomeres get shorter. They shorten as we age. So every time, you know how up at the copy machine, there's a copy of a copy of a copy. Our cells are like that, right? And so there's some degradation in our cells over time as we age. And this is actually going to take us back to what our cells were like when we were younger people so that we have more energy, we feel better, we look better. It's the essential cells and minerals, the key micronutrients that your body needs to be um, more vital, more energetic. And we have some great pictures that really sum that up. I love these graphics because I really searched long and hard to find these. They really sum it up for me. Rosemary, turmeric, ginger, milk thistle, spirulina, black pepper, Japanese knotweed root. Never heard of that. And even when I was doing Chinese medicine things, I didn't know about that. Siberian larch, red grapes. You guys are familiar with the word resveratrol, right? This is a resveratrol rich product, incredibly powerful, filled with resveratrol. Okay, that talks a little bit about the product. We also have a limited edition pendant, which some in this team are lucky enough to have a few additional ones to sell. So check in with a couple of the members of our amazing team. This product is a medallion, a pendant, an amulet, whatever you'd like to call it. You know, you can see how thick it is. Let me get the green screen there. Inside, it contains volcanic dust from a Japanese volcano, as well as quartz. You know, the gem or the quartz gem, white quartz. And what this does is it resonates at the frequency of the Schumann frequency, which is a grounding frequency. So this is going to ground you. Now, I am speaking of things that I've learned. Marianne knows this stuff way. Marianne knows it. I'm sharing it. Marianne will be able to educate you. I'm just sharing what I've learned. But Marianne can educate on that. But why I'm so passionate about this is because just what Marianne said, it will 10x, maybe even 100x the power of our drops. This is not a standalone product. This is a make it better product. Food tastes good, then you add salt and it's magically more flavorful. This is the salt, right? But there's only a few left. This is a limited edition product. I'm sharing that with you. There are other energetic tools like this on the market. You will see them. Ours is incredibly unique because of the power. Many people who are into energetic medicine and into stones, into energy, into all kinds of different things have done some measurements of this tool and have found that this is more powerful than other ones that they're using currently. So I can't speak to that. I can share with you what I know. All right. Now, down to some business. Let me share something with you. Authentic leadership. In your life, you probably had the experience of being chosen first for a team of some kind. Maybe it was kickball. Maybe it was the knitting club. Maybe it was choir. Maybe it was church. I don't know. But you've had an experience where you were chosen, right? You were the one selected. And that was the leadership opportunity that you had. You were like hand selected out of the vending machine. Think of the minions. Anyway, what that feels like when you're hand chosen to be a leader is so empowering and enlightening, and it like makes you feel so proud of yourself and so good about yourself. This is a place, this company is a place where your leadership qualities are so essential and important to what we're doing here. And if you know Marianne, and if you know her other friends and colleagues and the other people that speak on this summit, to be a part of the leadership of people like the people that are here, what an incredible opportunity. And that's what you have here. This company, APL Go, that I'm a part of, that Rosemary, that Nikki, that Amanda, that Ellis, that Marianne are all a part of, that we're a community of, is a place where we're here to lift up leaders and bring out your best qualities of leadership. Everybody's qualities are different. Everybody is different. We're you know, a thumbprint. We're all different and unique. But as leaders, we can stand together and we can help others. And this is your chance to do that. And if you want to shine with what you do best and who you are, this is the day, this is the place to do that. And it's really, I don't usually get this wrapped up in our topics, But this is a topic that speaks to me very loudly because we know that leaders are welcome here and that your voice will be heard here. And I know there are many companies and places and businesses and worlds where you go and you want to offer your leadership and it's rejected. And here it's embraced and lifted up. So I appreciate being able to share this today. Thank you guys so much for letting me share. And I will say, turn it back over to you.
Goodness. Thank you so much, Julia. That was amazing. And honestly, you know what? She has an open invitation to come on to these. She doesn't always have time. So just thank you so much for creating the time to come on here, first of all. Second of all, thank you. You look beautiful too. We both are wearing cream color. We did not call each other. There's no way. We didn't have time. We might have, but we didn't have time. I just want to say resveratrol is a hardcore antioxidant. Schumann is a Schumann resonance. It is basically looked at as the heartbeat of Earth. That's why it's grounding, because it is the heartbeat of Earth. It is an actual measurement. When the Schumann resonance is high, there's a lot of planetary activity. There's a lot of intense energy that is not for everyone. And sometimes calls in all kinds of different energies in people. So it's all good. It's just the Schumann resonance has been off the chart this month. And
Isn't it amazing?
on top
See, she's educating us. I was just sharing. She's educating. I love this so much. Thank you.
it's all good. It's just, yeah, I used to have a really great measurement and I had it was an app, and then something happened. I think I changed phones and I'm not very techy, so I need someone to hook me up with the same app. But it was really good. I would get the Schumann resonance daily, and I'm like, oh, that's why I have a headache today, because I don't really get a headache. I'm not a headachy kind of person at all. But headaches, migraines, you people who suffer from migraines, I feel for you, because I don't even suffer from headaches and I will get one. The Schumann resonance is through the roof. And it typically is during a Mercury retrograde or any other kind of activity. And this particular Mercury goes into retrograde for 3 weeks, but the energy is funky prior to it and a little after it. So I do find that these help us ground. And I have this, oh my gosh, like this has been the most interesting. So I have seen numerous ones of these up to and over $2,000. And for my Canadian friends, I'm talking US dollars, which is super close to 3,000 for us Canadians. These are, Julie, how much are they in the US in US dollars?
So they're 110 plus shipping plus the membership. So in all, sum total probably around 150.
And there's taxes in various states. So I've noticed
Right.
people sign
Yeah,
up.
it changes anywhere from 150 to 200
In Ontario,
US.
blessed to have this at 13% taxes, plus in Canadian dollars, I believe it's like oh gosh, now I've forgotten the exact number. I want to say 140, so it might have been 137. I'm not sure, but let's say 140 plus tax, plus shipping, plus the $32 it is to sign up, and whatever else if you're already a member. But even if you're a member, we couldn't get like what 25 minutes or something. The whole thing sold out. Like we got 1,000 of them and it was insane. It just
Yeah, they were gone. They were gone poof. And we thought we were going to receive them. We thought we were going to get more, and we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So we're going to see.
sure we're going to get more, just nobody really knows when. So I am still going to talk a little about it. I'm telling you, I don't even suffer from anxiety. I mean, I might have an anxiety moment, an anxious moment, but I don't really suffer from anxiety. But boy, I put this thing on my neck. I was like, okay, how much calmer could I be? I was like, okay, I feel like I'm doing a walking meditation, but very alert, not asleep, calm, just calm and nothing. I mean, I meditate throughout the day to keep myself calm because I could go into anxiety if someone let me. But I do but this was like effortless. I was just like, uh-huh. And someone said something to me and I go, okay, yeah, that's fine. And they're like, that's fine. And I'm like, oh, it is what it is. And I'm like, okay.
And I must add to that, I'm fortunate enough to have a pendant, and I've sold a couple to people, and they've just said, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be doing. And a couple of days later said, I'm
Oh,
just more peaceful. And different people have had different responses. But what was really interesting is it took a while for it to work for me. And I thought, well, I know everyone. I mean, my husband has one, and he felt the impact of the improvement of the candies, particularly the brain. He said he could feel it. And I didn't know what was going on. But last week, I was wearing a heart monitor. So because of the frequency and thing, I had to take my pendant off. I did not realize how not nice a person I was without the pendant. And I certainly hope I wasn't like that before. But definitely, I felt the irritability. I felt the stress and pressure. And since I put it back on, I've felt that ease. Now, I was a big skeptic with the actual, I'm going to call them candies because I can't pronounce that big word Julia used. But I was a big skeptic with the candies. But let me tell you, with the pendant, I was skeptical sharing it until I saw some of the videos, until I heard people's excitement. You can't make that stuff up. So if you can get hold of somebody who's got one of these, just try it. I know I said to my people, I'll give you a money back guarantee because I know that it works. But you do have to put it on and give it a chance. So for the skeptics out there, for the people who are thinking these people speak in big words, no, I speak in simple words. This is the simple word. The pendant works. But I also wanted to comment on what Julia was saying about leadership. Can you imagine being in a community of people and running your business where you have leaders like Marianne, who has one set of knowledge, and Julia, who has another set of knowledge and skills? You have access to both of them because this community, this community works together. It's not something like many other businesses that you sign up for and people say, oh, go and get on with it. It's not like that at all. We lead one another, and I say one another because it doesn't matter how far down the rung you are in terms of who you signed up with. You can contribute and receive, and it is about community. There is education on the product. There's education on leadership. There is so much. So I just wanted to add that to what Julia was saying because I'm privileged enough to have both of them as leaders. And then I get to connect with Rosemary as well and utilize her skills and everybody else who's involved. So don't look at this and think, oh, well, those people up there have it all going on. That happens in a lot of businesses. In this one, we've all got it going on. It's your choice. So
awesome. Thank you so much. So Nikki and I pretty much talk almost every day, and last week was so funny. Every time, hey Nick, how's it going? I really miss my pendant. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you got to wear that heart monitor. It's really important for you to wear that. So yeah, but I really miss it. Okay. Next day, hey Nikki, how's it going? I really miss my pendant. I'm like, yeah, okay. But you got to wear the heart monitor, right? Like, don't take it off. Okay. And don't put the pendant on just in case. Okay, that's fine. I really missed my pendant the next day. And I'm like, oh my God, when is this week over? So she could have her pendant back.
and I started thinking it's just me. But I got a phone call from someone who said, I took my pendant off to have a shower and I left it in the bathroom. And I had the most terrible night's sleep. I woke up achy and all the rest. She put the pendant back on and she said within hours, and she was like me, she said, how am I going to know this thing works? I'm not sure that this is going to work, you know, but she noticed the change within hours of putting it back on. And she won't put it on her dog to help heal her dog because she says she doesn't want her dog's negative energy. However, her
You can,
dog is in a lot of pain, so she's sharing her pendant.
you can clean it in the moonlight, and you can clean it in various ways. You can get rid of, you can just clean it. You could just do this and consciously know that you're cleaning the energy.
Yeah.
I actually am using it with my dog, but in a different way. I'm not putting it directly onto him. So I have purchased two for myself, so that I have one on me and one is in my bedroom, charging up my bed where because we do the most amount of healing when we're sleeping, right? So that is super important. So I have a queen size bed and I have two night tables. So one is always on the one night table. And that's also where my alarm is, right? My CD, yes, I still have something with CDs in it. A radio, like a clock radio with a CD. It's a Bose, right? The traditional Bose one. So I have that, and frequently I will have my phone there if I need it for whatever reason. And then on the other side is where I need to take this off at night because I am wild while I'm sleeping. There is, my sheets are everywhere in the morning, so I know I'm flipping all over the place. So this would just wrap itself around my neck. So it's not about this, it's about this. So I put it right beside my night table, and that's the side that my dog sleeps on the floor. And I have noticed that his entire, very otherwise sensitive metabolism has become much stronger and much better. And so that's another way you can use it with your dog. You can put it directly on them if they need it. Sometimes I'll put it directly on him just for a moment, or I'll hold it on here. Or if I don't know, if I have a headache, I do this. It's just, I don't have that many headaches. Just yeah, when the energy goes wild.
I've definitely done that. I would love to share with you a couple different kinds of stories with the pendant, and I'll be very fast. For me personally, I have noticed that that from the minute I put it on, and Marianne will attest to this, I became like this creative volcano. Like it was like oozing out of me like lava. Like creativity was just spurting. I couldn't keep up with the creativity. I was flowing, flowing, flowing. And still I feel that way. And I also feel incredibly intuitive when I wear it. Like I'm into, and I have intuition. We all do, right? But it's like supercharged. But my mom, she's 76. She has MS. She has a walker. She's healed from cancer, so she's good there. But she doesn't have really great mobility at all. She benefits incredibly from our BRN brain product and from our GTS product for energy, stamina, and brain fog. She knew as soon as I told her about the pendant that she wanted one, but I couldn't get it to her until a week ago yesterday. There was a small group of us together because it was my birthday, so we had a little birthday celebration, and everyone witnessed Mom's transformation with the drops, with the candy, with the lozenges. But when she put on the pendant, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. And I was so grateful that my youngest sister was there, and I gave her one as well. She got one too, bought one too. My mother was able to lift her feet off of the ground. She was able to put her arm behind her and put on her winter coat. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is such a radical improvement, and was within minutes. And it wasn't like I was saying, "Oh, look, Mom, you're doing this. Look, Mom." Other people were there going, "Look at your mother. Do you see? Do you see that? I mean, it was so it was so good. So I don't know, like maybe it'll be a pain thing, maybe it'll be an intuition thing, maybe it'll be mobility. but the grounding, like you were saying, Marianne, like the grounding piece of it is making you feel connected. And thank you for letting me share that.
It does different things for different people. So for me, my lower back, I have some hip lower back issues, more due to a bad knee that I broke when I, et cetera, et cetera. You know, once you turn 60, all kinds of things come to visit and revisit you from your past that you've done. And then you feel these joints and whatnot. And of course, it's just turning cold outside for us here. Yesterday was the coldest day so far this year. It was like just super cold. But the other thing that it did for me, so like I'll tell you right about now, what time is it? Almost 1. So right about now, my eyes start to get very sore from the computer, you know, because I'm trying to look good while I'm on camera, so on and so forth. Nothing. Today, nothing. I got nothing. No pain, no sore, no nothing. No drops. Right about now, I'm putting drops into my eyes. Nope. No drops, nothing, no glasses. I mean, I may put some on later because it's probably not that great to sit in front of a computer. Today's a little bit longer for me than usual, just because we had so many people. And I had to cut different people's, like they speak for an hour, so I had to cut them down to a half an hour. So yeah, no, this is just amazing. And so back to the whole 10x and different things for different people. So eyes, I remember my eyes were watering a lot when I first put it on, and the calmness, and it took an hour or two before the lower back started feeling significantly better, and just better, you know, like walking down the hall, walking outside. I do a lot of walking with my dog. Just walking was easier. Just there wasn't the pain, the balance is better. Like it's just, I don't know. I can't really say any one particular thing, but I'll tell you something. If you are, I mean, we've already established that if you are allergic to anything, you will not be allergic to these. Okay, there's Julia. She's probably the most allergic person to everything I've ever heard of anyone I know. But if you are still afraid and you think, oh no, I can't take that chance, this is your answer right here, right? Because there's no allergy to this. So you can wear it, you can hold it, you can put it in your pocket. You don't have to put it onto your skin. I like it on my skin. It matches with the rest of my black. It doesn't, probably looks like it's part of my outfit today. It's good. But if it wasn't going to match and I didn't want to wear it, I could just put it here right in front of me. It will still work, right? Or I could put it in my pocket. It will still work. So it's amazing. But I don't want to, I don't want to just talk about this all day long. I'll let Rosemary speak a little because she's here. Rosemary is, you know what, Rosemary, go ahead and introduce yourself to us.
Good afternoon, ladies, and thank you for inviting me on here to talk about or give a testimonial on my experiences with APL Go. And it's been an interesting experience that I've had, and I've been on them now for about, I'm going to say about 1.5 years, I think. And like everybody, you go into this with skepticism. Is it going to work? Is it just another one of those hoo-ha things that people try and introduce you to? But I took it on and I said, I'm going to use them. I'm going to take them. And I had a lot of health issues. One of which was bone health. I break bones very easily and very weak bones. I also have a lot of problems with my sinuses, allergies. So we talked about that and we pulled up a couple of products that were going to help me with that. And the first of those was a product called ALT. If Nikki has that in front of her, I don't have one with me. But ALT was for allergies. It's for pollen. It's for all of those air things that come and they make your breathing miserable. You get filled up sinuses. And I had that for years. So I started taking that product, and I think it was probably the second night of sleeping that I actually noticed anything. And on the second morning, I woke up And I swear this is not made up. I felt different. I actually woke up breathing instead of sniffling and blowing my nose and trying to, just clearing up the stuffiness overnight. This worked. And I can't begin to say what a difference it made for me, because I spent years trying to breathe properly, and this worked. So it was amazing. The second product that I took on was related to my bone health, the pain in my legs, arthritic kind of issues around my knees. And as a little bit of a backstory, because of all the weakness I had in my bones, I never wore heels. That's my backstory. Always flats, and that's the way I lived. I started taking this product, and then, I'm sorry, the product is SLD. Yeah, that's it. And it's for the inflammation and problems around your bones and their bone health. I started taking them, and as I was starting to take them, I was also planning on going to a big event. And I decided that I needed some new shoes. So I was out shopping for a pair of flats, because that's what I wear. But I came across this beautiful pump stiletto heel that I thought, wow, if only I could wear something like that. It makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel a little bit different. So I decided I'm going to experiment and try it. So I bought the shoe, the high heels. Going to the event, I decided to put them on first thing in the morning. Started like 9 o'clock in the morning and went right through to like 6 o'clock in the evening. So I put them on and then got on with the conference, which many of you know. You're walking and you're moving and you're standing and you're sitting and you're networking and you're constantly on the move. I actually forgot that I was wearing heels. It was about mid-afternoon when one of my coaches, mentor, friends of mine, come up to me and expressed how great I looked in these heels and said, you know what, I've never seen you in heels before, and you look amazing. And I realized at that moment, if I put them on at 9 o'clock, this was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was experiencing no pain. I had been wearing them all day long and totally forgot that I was wearing them. So I'm a testament to saying that these products work. As Julie's been saying, Marianne's been saying, I can't begin to say enough. And those are only a couple of the products. There's many, many more for many more other issues that people are having, and it does help. As mentioned earlier, it's absorbent. You put it into your mouth and you just let it go through your system naturally by letting it melt in your mouth. So, and they're beautiful, rich candy that have amazing flavors, fruit flavors, to the point that I'll add another little thing on that is that when I have dinner or a meal or whatever that's very savory and you want something sweet at the end of it, try one of these, any one of these, and it satisfies that fruit sweetness that you want to have. And that's really cool too. Those are my experiences. I can't say enough about the products. They do work. If you have questions or anything about them and you want to find out more about them, you can reach out to any one of us here. Give me a call or text me or whatever online. And I'll be more than happy to walk you through and talk about some of the things you want to talk about and see how these products work for you as well. Thank you very much, ladies.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Rosemary is here in Toronto with me, and Nikki is in Texas, and actually Alessa's in Texas. I believe she's at an appointment right now, and Julia is in Maryland. I think I should be in Maryland because I went for the first time this year and I fell in love with Maryland. I haven't been to Texas yet because I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with Texas. I have liked Texas since I was a little girl, and I don't know why. I think it was because of what was it, Dynasty, or which one had the Texas?
Dynasty. Yeah,
With
dynasty.
Dallas was also,
And
Dallas,
Dallas.
Texas.
Dallas,
Yeah.
which Nikki is in Dallas, and Ellis is in Austin. And who is in Houston? Somebody is in Houston and somewhere else. And then there's some other people with places in Dallas and so on and so forth. Yes, and so we're at 1 o'clock, so we can still chat a little bit before Jose joins us. Jose is speaking. Oh, you're leaving. Julia, thank you so much again. Thank you so much for your precious time. And Julia is
And merry holidays.
and Merry Christmas. Well, I'm going to talk to you later, so I'm going to talk to you all the time. But yeah, so she does actually, Julia does all my flyers for this amazing event, the one with everybody, and then the one, like as soon as I finish this one, I put up my flyer for my next one. And while we're here, I'm going to tell you that my next one is January 24th. It's also a Friday. I have to do it on a Friday. I used to do it on a Thursday, but I have my own coaching thing going on right now with Think and Grow Rich, which Robert was talking about earlier. Robert and I are both taking a Think and Grow Rich coaching program so that we can be coaches under the umbrella of Think and Grow Rich, which is going to happen next year sometime towards the end of the year. Super exciting. And I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, so the January one is already about half, well, actually it's probably more than half full. I have to actually count the people, but it is called Goal Junkies because it's January and we all write goals. I don't know about you guys, but I've been writing goals since I was 19 years old, right around now. So right before Christmas, Christmas to New Year's, and usually within the first week. Sometimes it stretches out to the second week in January, depending on how much time I have. I usually write out 100 goals. So the one year I had like 121. And I think last year I had like 111. So we'll see what happens this year. It's always been 100. I usually stop at 100 and then I'm like, why are you stopping if you still have more ideas inside? So it's funny because different goals develop differently, right? Like you sometimes just let go. Like you could just write them down. You don't have to sit there and discuss, oh, how's this going to happen? So last year I had a goal to go somewhere and I'm not going to announce it just yet because it has been solidified, but we don't have a date for it yet. So I don't want to jinx, but it didn't happen this year. The event got canceled. So I'm not going there this year, but I did create it for next year. And it's a big one. It's like a real big bucket list place for me. So I'm not telling you where yet, but I am going to Dominican next year. I know that because and that was fun.
So often I look at you, Marianne, and I wonder, how do you manage it all? But now I know it's with the candies.
The candies, now the pendant, but the candies are, the pendants. Yeah. So let me just see if everything's okay with Jose because I know
and while you do that, can I share about the amazing gift I received? You check on Jose.
It's okay. I did.
Got an amazing gift from the beautiful Dr. Marianne Pagan. It came in this beautiful box. And this is something we haven't talked about, but you see it behind Marianne in her background. And this is their line of skincare products and beauty products. And I've always just focused on the candies. But you know what? And I hope I've got the story right because I'm a does it work, doesn't it work person. But the founder here fell pregnant and wanted to use really clean products. And I don't know if you know this, but in the States, we have far less restrictions on what goes into our cosmetics and our skincare products. And she wanted far cleaner products and couldn't find one that worked for her. So what does a woman do? What does an entrepreneur? She created one. And it is the beauty line by APL Go. And Marianne sent me these two beautiful products, and people have been telling me I look amazing. Well, what do you expect? I'm taking beauty candies, and I have these amazing products. And this is the mist, and it's the elixir mist. And this one I haven't even started yet because I'm finishing off other products. But what an amazing gift to give somebody. Look at how beautifully it arrives. And I was delighted. But you know what else? It's in glass bottles. I don't think you can hear this with my screen. I've got a new camera, so if I hold something close, I go out of focus. It's in glass, but it's not in any glass. And with the company's awareness of frequency and all the rest, this is putting glass that is Venetian glass, and it affects the frequency when you put it in. Am I right there, Marianne? You can explain that better, because I'm just learning all this stuff from these incredible women. But, oh, what a beautiful gift. And can you imagine, if you're a guy watching, getting something beautiful like this for your wife? If you don't make it for Christmas, how about Mother's Day? They have amazing products and so special. And I just want to say thank you so much to Marianne again for this beautiful gift. You see, these things do so much more for us than just provide a business. These provide a lively health style, a healthy lifestyle, you know. And when you go out, what's the worst that can happen if you try to take these?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't see them work, good company, but they will work. They will work.
True.
And it's just amazing. I have always been skeptical. I've stepped into this, and I now do it as a business. And people said, you can't split your business. You're a coach. Well, you know what? I believe people get to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And how can you coach well if you can't take care of yourself? And if you can't offer that to other people? So this is the healthy pillar of my business.
It's beautiful. Thank you. I just want to mention, it is the full skincare line is not yet available in Canada, so not yet to us, but it is available to the US, which is why she got it. And yes, so the owner's wife was actually pregnant and she wanted something very clean because she didn't want any chemicals inside her body. So the US allows something like just over 3,000 chemicals that are actually acceptable and allowed. And then Canada's got a few less, not much. And then Europe is down to like 1,200. And here, as far as I understand, there aren't any. And the addition, they're very vibrationally aware, the couple that owns APL Go. And so, you know, putting them into Venetian glass, if you've ever been to Venice, which I have, there's, you know, they have the famous Murano glass, and this is it. Like, we're talking, like, this is the highest that I know of vibration that you can get. I mean, that's a lot of energy and money that goes into it, and it's totally affordable. And it's an amazing product. I can hardly wait. I think we had one product that was allowed in Canada, and that was just for the last couple of weeks. There was a special, and I went, "Whoa, I like buying this right away." But when I go to the States, I order it, I send it to Julia's house, and then I go there and pick it up. So we did it like that. And here comes Jose. He was having some tech issues. So on that note, thank you all so much for listening to us. And if you need to connect with any one of the three of us, if you feel drawn to Rosemary, go there. If you feel, if you're in the States, you should probably go to Nikki anyways. Ellis is on another call right now, but go to her and also go to me. So if you don't know anyone's information, but you want to go, please come to me. I will be happy to share the information with you.